basically, this is for us to have officers in each MDA and agency to be able to communicate effectively the risk associated with the times we are in. Like we all know, COVID-19 is novel to the whole world, and we consider the civil service group very important. They need to have the adequate information. They need to take the necessary precaution. Now we're getting people back to work, unlike what we've had in a couple of weeks back. We're going to have many more people come around. They need to live with the awareness and the practicability of social distancing. They must be able to do it and encourage their different agencies to do the same. We also do not want misinformation. We do not want anyone to think that they can diagnose COVID-19 in their offices. So we have today some of the infection prevention control materials we have. We're going to give them IR thermometers so that they can at least measure the temperature of people who come to work. That in itself is not diagnosis, but it is indicative of something. So they need to be able to report back to us. We've got somebody who came to work with this fever, what next do we do? They have our call lines, they know the people to call. We also want to ensure that the practice of hand washing and sanitizing becomes a norm among the civil servants, not just for COVID-19, but for every other time, because this we know will prevent so many other things. We also would like them to, from time to time, disseminate accurate information to their MDAs.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to declare this training open, and I wish you a fruitful session.
My attended meeting today, I've learned a lot of things. One of it is how to sanitize my hand. Like the usual practice, when I put it in my palm, I will just rub it, then I go away. But today, with this training, I've discovered that doing that in the past, I've not done anything. So by this time, I've learned how to wash my hand very well. Rub it roundabout, rub all the fingers in my hand. Now with this, I'm going to take this to my office. I'm going to share with my fellow officers there, teach them how the ways and manner by which they're going to wash their hand properly to make sure that none of them they get contact with this virus.
We've been able to learn how to wash our hand properly, how to engage in social distancing, and how to apply sanitizer in a proper dimension. Like the lecturer said, he said we must do the right thing in the right way. We must do properly and we must do it systematically. I think I've learned this and I'm taking it back to my MDA, and I'm going to ensure that the right thing is done properly, and I will ensure that every other person is taught how to engage in social distancing and how to maintain proper hygiene in our day-to-day activities. Thank you very much.
And we are being taught that washing of hands is far more better than using hand sanitizer. But in a case there is no hand sanitizer, there is no water, we make use of sanitizer. So it is the best practice is to wash your hand regularly. Does not matter. And we are told that anytime you remember you have not washed your hand, just go to where there is water and then wash your hand. So it is, when you are washing, you wash it regularly and systematically. There is a way you wash hand. It's different from when you eat and you wash your hand.
The way to use the hand sanitizers has been expounded to us, that not just washing, not just rubbing, but washing and using each thumb, each finger, and when you finish, you have to use your rub it all over your wrists, and you do that for 40 seconds. And if you can't do that, you can't count to 40, you can sing happy birthday twice. I think, and also one of the things that I learned is that hand washing is even better than using the sanitizer. The sanitizer are just alternatives to hand washing. So with all this, I I really appreciate what the state government is doing to, you know, stop the spread of this virus.
I want to thank Ekiti State government for this eye-opening training that was given to us today. And like my colleagues have rightly said, a lot of things we have benefited. But as touching this is called non-contact infrared thermometer, and is to test temperature of individual. We were given that anybody coming to our office must first of all be tested. The temperature must be taken, and if the temperature is above 37 degrees centigrade, that somebody like that must not be allowed into our office. And I want to believe this is one of the ways government is putting together to really combat the spread of COVID-19.